Hey, what's up YouTube? Houston here, and for those of you just finding my YouTube channel, welcome. Please remember to hit that subscribe button and that bell. For those of you that's been following me and supporting me, salute. And for my favorite patrons, always double salute. Now, this video I'm about to show you, I definitely encourage you to really pay attention because this is going to help you change the game when it comes to picking the best FICO score to get the right credit card. When you're trying to get the right credit card, what FICO score should you be using? So this is going to change the game for you. Now, here's the thing about it. Talking about FICO scores for credit cards and car loans. Now, I have a follow-up video that's going to be talking about the car loans, but this here is going to be mainly focused on the credit cards. But I just wanted to give you all the breakdown, okay? You have your FICO Bank Score Cards of 9 and your FICO Bank Card Scores FICO 8, okay? And your scoring system goes from 250 to 900, all right? Now, in reference to your other bank card FICO scores, okay? These are the ones that most of the time your credit unions may be pulling, okay? You got your FICO Bank Card Score 2, and that score comes from Experian, okay? Then you have your FICO Bank Cards 4, that comes from TransUnion. Then you have your FICO Bank Card 5, okay? That comes from Equifax, okay? Now, you also have, because I know a lot of you all are trying to get into THRU and things of that nature, and you're trying to get multiple loans and stuff through Bank of America, which Bank of America actually pulls, okay? So let me tell you what Bank of America and some of the other lenders, all right? For the auto lending, scores go from 250 to 900. So that being said, for FICO Auto Score 2, Experian, okay, Bank of America would tend to pull your Experian Auto Score or your TransUnion. Your TransUnion Auto Score is a 5, okay? And then your Auto Score 4 is your Equifax, all right? So that being said, let's talk about the strategy in order to get the maximum amount of funding on the personal side. And then later on, in another video, we're going to actually talk about how to leverage these same things for what's on the business side. But right now, I want to show you all how to leverage on the personal side. So here's what you do. You want to target the low-hanging fruit, okay? Pull in your FICO 9 scores. And if you don't know what your FICO 9 scores, click the link in the description. Pull your FICO score by using the link in the description, okay? And so what'll happen, you can schedule a one-on-one consultation with me for me to go over it with you, show you how to leverage, but I'm also going to show you how to leverage it here. Now, what you're looking at is the ways that you can actually build up your FICO 9 scores. The reason that you want to build up your FICO 9 scores is because they're the low-hanging fruit. It's the fastest way to build up your credit scores in order to help you get qualified for funding. So once you build up your FICO 9 scores using some of these here trades here, you got Grow Credit, you got Perch with your subscription trades, with your subscriptions, you got your car insurance, your gym membership. Then you can use pledge loans, credit builder loans. You can use Experian, My FICO Boost, which I made a video explaining about the new My FICO Boost. You can remove inquiries. Authorized users is accepted with FICO 9. Okay, so that would definitely still help you. And then extra debit card app or One Financial, all your debit card transactions. Okay, so that's one thing. And then also adding your rent. Adding your rent, guys, I'm telling you, people have seen their credit score jump up between 45 to 60 points just by adding their rent. So that's the reason I'll continue to tell you guys, do not, or you should stop paying people with cash or money order for rent, okay? If you're paying them with cash or money order, I would tell you to get and you have bad credit, I would tell you to get a secured credit card from a credit union. Okay, put the money on there, and then make the payment to them. You can sign up through Plastic, and Plastic can send them over a check. But you do not want to continue paying them cash or money order, because what it ends up happening, you're missing out on the opportunity to build up your personal credit so you can qualify for your own mortgage. So that's the reason you don't want to do that. And here's some of the lenders that you could check out here to help you do that. All right. So that's going to help you build up your FICO 9. Now the cards that actually use FICO 9, the Apple card, doing it with a soft pull, so you don't get a hard inquiry on your file to qualify. Okay. You have the PETAL card, the PETAL 1 and 2. So your PETAL 1 is for your bad credit, and no credit goes from 300 up to 5,000. And then if you have established credit, it goes from 300 up to 10,000. And it reports to all three credit bureaus. And their main focus is not really on the credit score, because you don't have to have a credit score to get this. Their main focus is your education level, how long you've been on your job, how long you've been at your place of residence, okay? Now, Navy Federal, I know a lot of you guys are trying to get into Navy Federal still, you know, and by cohabitant, you know, staying with a relative or something that's been a part of the military, and they're at your same address and stuff, as long as you can show proof of that, that's a way to join the Navy Federal. Now, here's the thing about it with Navy Federal. If you have challenging credit or bad credit, I always tell people to build that internal score. Okay, that internal score with Navy Federal is so important. It's more important than a 700 credit score with Navy Federal, because with the internal score, you still get the financial benefits. So people with a 555, 580 credit score, but they have multiple accounts with Navy Federal, the internal scores is 350, 400. Internal scores with Navy Federal go from 100 to 450, okay? And the best ways to build up your internal score is, if anything possible, to have direct deposit. If you can't do direct deposit, you open up your personal account, savings account, and you make weekly deposits into those, okay? Then, if you have challenging credit, get the Nrewards card. The Nrewards card is $200 after 6 months, usually turns to $2,000 or higher, okay? Now, you also have the pledge loans. They have the money market accounts. They have the CDs, okay? So you have, if you have in between 4 or 5 of those type of accounts with Navy Federal, you're going to have a high internal score. And people with 555, 580 credit scores, Navy Federal have given them $25,000 credit cards, okay? So that's the reason I'm telling you, internal scores with Navy Federal is more important than a strong credit score, okay? That being said, you have PENFED. Now, PENFED, what you can actually do, they actually offer a soft pull pre-approval. Navy Federal, when you're in with Navy Federal, they do a pre-approval as well. Now, PENFED, where Navy Federal, on the personal side, they're going to pull your TransUnion FICO 9. Okay, so we're still in the FICO 9 category, building up the FICO 9. We're going to talk about those other scores in a minute, but I just want you all to know. And then PENFED is an Equifax FICO 9. So you're still dealing with the FICO 9s, all right? So this is why, in terms of building up to get the maximum amount of funding the fastest, is to focus on your FICO 9, all right? That being said, let's jump over to the mortgage scores. Now, the mortgage scores is the same as like your Experian. Like Experian is your FICO 2 and 4 when it comes to Pennsylvania state employees. So I made a video explaining how to join Pennsylvania state employees. If you want to see the full video, I'll put the link in the description. But the thing about it, the reason you want to get in there is because they offer high limits as well. Now, I'm going to tell you guys, if you have your check systems locked, or have any challenges with your check systems, they may not let you in, okay? You may get denied, okay, until you clear up your check systems. But so just keep that in mind, all right? Now, you have DCU, Digital Federal Credit Union. They pull FICO 5 mortgage score, okay? Now, you know, like in terms of, and they offer bank accounts as well, business bank accounts for business funding. They do check systems also as well. All right. So this is what I'm telling you. So start with your FICO 9. Okay. Build up your FICO 9 scores. And then switch over and start using your mortgage scores. All right. We haven't got to the major banks yet, so we're going to talk about them as well. But I would start with the FICO 9s, and then I move over to the mortgage scores, which talks about your Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. You're talking about, like I said, DCU, FICO 5, PS, ECU 2 and 4, right? So that being said, AOD, FICO 5, okay? A lot of people have been trying to get into them. They offer bank accounts and stuff. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do a review on them as well. But at the same time, just so that you can get an understanding of which banks use your mortgage scores and which banks use your regular FICO 9 scores, okay? Now, that being said, let's talk about our FICO 8 scores. These are your major banks. So you got your Chase, your American Express. Now, in terms of large amounts of funding and stuff, that's the reason you built up the FICO 9. Then you basically you tiered yourself, okay? So you build up the FICO 9. You got some credit cards with them, paid them on time and stuff, help rebuild the credit score and stuff. Then you moved over to your mortgage scores. You got a few credit cards with them and stuff. Then you moved over to the major banks, okay? And the reason you want to move over to the major banks is because they do FICO 8. So it's certain type of things on your credit file that they will not accept. Okay, or they will not calculate in order to help you qualify. Now, one of the things about Chase you do have to keep in mind, on the Chase, they do have the 524. So what that means is that if you already have 5 new accounts, say that you have 5 new credit cards within a 24-month period, then they may not actually accept you. Okay, they may not actually accept you. There is a way around that. Okay, I'm not going to say it on camera. Okay, that's mainly for my inner group and stuff like that. So people that schedule one-on-one consultation, that do the credit reviews and stuff like that, I share that with them in terms of how to get around that 524 when it comes to Chase. All right. That being said, Chase may pull your Experian and TransUnion FICO 8. Lately, they used to pull only one, but lately they have been doing double pulls. So I don't know what's up, but you definitely can look at your FICO 8s using Chase. All right. Then your American Express. Now here's the interesting thing: Chase and American Express, they give you a Vantage score. So when people are like, oh, that's my credit score, that's not your FICO score. Your FICO score is totally different, okay? There's the numbers may look the same, but the way that they're calculated are not the same, okay? And 90% of financial institutions, they actually use FICO score, okay? Now, like I said, in reference to meeting federal government requirements, a lot of the financial institutions, they will give you a Vantage score. But in terms of them trying to help you qualify for one of their credit cards, they're going to pull your FICO score, okay? So that's the reason I said click the link in the description and get your real FICO score and set up a one-on-one consultation. Let's talk about it. Let's look at your credit file so that I can help you strategize what would I do first in terms of trying to get access to funding. All right. Now, again, American Express, and Chase, they give you a Vantage score, but they actually pull your FICO score 8. Okay, so that way you understand. That being said, if you have any questions about business credit, personal credit, business credit funding, personal credit funding, click the link in the description, schedule a one-on-one consultation, and also click the link in the description, get your real FICO score, okay? And schedule a meeting, and I'll go over it with you. Thank you.